about how Salsations came to be.
So Salsation came to be back in 1998. We've been around for 15 years. And originally Salsation started out as a group called Caliente, an improv group out of IO and Second City. And it was comprised of Latino actors who at the time felt that there weren't any real avenues for them to express Latino-based comedy at the major institutions such as the Second City, IO, Comedy Sports, so on and so forth. So they decided to band together and start Salsation. We became a not-for-profit in 2002, and we became known for sketch comedy, which is a natural progression from improv. And then recently we've gotten into spoken word and musical improvisation with Los Improviachis. So we cover a really wide array of different kinds of talents, all of it based off improv for the most part.
How did you come up with this form that I've been seeing you do, the Los Improviachis, where you're taking this like cultural form that I probably first encountered at some terrible chain Mexican restaurant in West Michigan where I grew up. But how did you come upon that form?
Good question. So it's actually a form that I've had in my head for at least 2 years. And I had gotten an interest, I'm much more, I actually have a really strong musical background, and I'd done all the musical improv stuff in the city. And I was trying to find a way to find Salsation to finally get us to do full-blown musicals in some way, shape, or form. And I was at a show with a friend of mine, and they did a scene where all they did was wear a sombrero. And they were doing a scene that had nothing to do with music or singing, and I saw it and I started thinking about it, and I went off in my own little world and I started thinking about it and said, hey, wouldn't it be cool that we take mariachis and we just improvise as mariachis? It was that simple, it was that creative, and then I started fleshing it out for about a year in my head as to how we would go about making it something static and something that was something that could transcend just being a band and just being an improv group. How do we merge them together? And that's where we kind of came up with the idea of having static characters in the band, like any other band you would see out there. You have static people, characters, instrumentation, things of that nature, and then we just built from there, and it's worked out so far.